Before we talk Thunderbolts, how burned are you by Brave New World? For me, I realized that despite loving Sam, I had no interest in seeing that film again. And while I'm not burned out, I look at my rearview mirror and I see more Marvel fans that I'd like who've decided to pull their fandom over to the side of the road. We, the audience, used to give a movie bonus points for being a Marvel movie. We loved the through lines like Nick Fury, the returning characters, and the Easter eggs, and those mid and end credits which had alluded to something bigger that would actually, shock horror, pay off. But where are we now with Marvel? After a very spotty fourth and fifth phase that included a fire hose of questionable content on Disney+, I feel those bonus points have sort of turned into a Marvel tax. There's no solid through lines, and now instead of Nick Fury, we only have Wong and Contessa Allegra de Fontaine turning up in more than 2 movies. And Thunderbolts, which is the end of Phase 5, is the first movie in either Phase 4 or 5 to finally pay off an end credits scene. Which scene? Well, it's no wonder we can't remember, because it was the end credits from Black Widow, the very first Phase 4 movie. That is 1 out of 12 end credit sequences from Phase 4 and Phase 5 that has actually had a payoff. The through line has definitely been cut. And me, my Marvel fandom is still chugging along, but my pedal is definitely not on the metal. But I look at the Thunderbolts and I think about that end credit scene, and I find myself asking one question. Do I care? And for someone who lives and breathes superheroes, hell, who even draws them every day, that is a brutal question. But this is where I think I'm at. And to be honest, there's a ton I don't care about in this movie. But when I gave it some more thought, I think there is one character that I definitely do care about, and another that I'm actually ridiculously curious about. 2 reasons for me to do the unthinkable and actually peel my butt away from my drawing desk and plan for a couple hours in a movie cinema. But first, let me welcome you to the panel where we look at the world through the frame of the comic book. My name is Jason BADOWER'S. I'm a comic book writer and artist for DC Comics, as well as a bunch of Marvel Studios films. The only thing that Marvel cares about is their characters. And for me, it's more about what those emotions of those characters evoke in me. But I'm going to go through them from the ones that I don't care about to the ones that I think are really interesting.